Good morning, everyone. I'm Pastor Hassan, and this morning you're going to get a chance to hear from some of our older saints in the church. And they're going to share with you what Black history means to them. They're going to share with you individuals that they looked up to in Black history, and they're also going to share with you some words of wisdom. So I ask you to listen, stay tuned, because we can learn a lot from them. So stay tuned and open your ears to hear what they have to say this morning.
What does Black history means? Black history means, to me, you learn about where you come from, about things our forefathers did, and of the accomplishment that Black folks have made down through the years, and inventions. Who inspires me was Muhammad Ali. As a kid, when I guess about 14, when Ali became the champion of the world, I had in my room, I had all the posters and all the newspaper clippings and everything from him, because he was big news. They called him from Cassius Clay, the big mouse from Louisiana, until he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. And he inspired me because he, a young man that told it like it was, you know, and he didn't back down from the white folk. Can I say that?
Mm-hmm, you can.
Hey, he didn't back down. Ali told him like it was. And the thing that inspired me too, when he would predict his rounds. You know, he would predict what rounds he was going to knock you out, and he did it.
Yeah, that much.
He was awesome trainer. I mean, awesome fighter. And another thing Ali did was during the war, the Vietnam War. That what really inspired me. He said they wanted him to go to war. He said, them folks ain't never did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Why I decided to go over there and fight them folks? They never did nothing for them. They ain't never called me nigga. And you want me to go over there and fight, you know? And he didn't. And he stood his grounds. They stripped him from the title for a while. For a few years, he couldn't fight. 5 years, he couldn't fight. They took it from him. And this amazed me, you know. But then they found out that he was awesome. At the end of time, they loved him, you know. And one quote, he did a lot of quotes. And one quote I want to say that he did was, that inspired me was, I hate every minute of training, but I say, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. You know, and that don't just mean as a fighter, that means in anything that you do, accomplish, you know, suffer with it now by studying, by practicing, and things like this. And then, at the end, you'll be successful. Wisdom. I would like to give young folks a little wisdom on guns. You know, do you realize the problems that we Black folks are having in these days about guns? It's taking its toll on us. You know, mothers crying and families being disrupted and destroyed because of guns. Young folks, if you only knew, guns will destroy you. It only takes a second to mess up your whole life, or destroy somebody else's life, or take somebody else's life. And so please, stay away from guns. Somebody got a gun want to give to you, or you know somebody with a gun, report it. We got to stop it some kind of way. This is getting it's outrageous, you know. And I thank you very much. Amen.
What does history mean to you?
It means that I am just glad to see people are free from things that they went through, you know, years ago. And it's a blessing, you know, for them to be free from a lot of stuff, you know. Okay.
The next question is, who did you look up to in Black history, and why? Or who do you look up to?
Martin Luther King, and remember things that my older grandparents taught me that raised me. They would always tell me to trust in the Lord for things, you know. They would always say that to me.
And that leads right into the last question. What words of wisdom could you share with younger generations?
Trust in the Lord and pay attention to what the parents or old people say to them. Because someone can always say something to them that will give them a word that will help them overcome a lot of stuff.
What does Black History mean to you?
Black History means to me, it's a time for all our people of color to be able to reflect on the accomplishments of our people over the decades. Our accomplishments in music, in medicine, in education, in health, that we can sit back and see that we have made an impact on this world, and we're not just here existing, that we've had a part of cultivating this nation.
The next question is, who do you look up to in Black history and why?
The individuals that had a great impact on me were Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Even though they were slightly different, their goals were the same. It was to bring our people together and to unify ourselves, to be able to accomplish a better way of living for our people as a whole.
And what words of wisdom could you share with younger generations?
The younger generation, I would share this with them as far as our young black men of color, that don't settle for less. You have greatness inside of you. If you reach down inside of you and go for it, it'll make you a better man, a better husband, a better father, in order to bring our younger generation of men up to a better standard of living. And as far as our beautiful black women are concerned, you know, you are more than just your bodies, your mind, your culture, your very character is positive, and you can use that for a better way of bringing your children up and teaching and nurturing your children. It's not all about, you know, how you look, it's what's inside of you, the things that God has placed inside of you, what you should use to just raise our children up for a better way of life.
Well, thank you.